Everybody, welcome back to KBW Bargains. I'm Brenda, and I was going to do a what's sold video and then a little bit about how I do my inventory, how I take account of my inventory. And I try to do that at the beginning of each year to make sure that everything has been listed properly and everything's been accounted for. And it's also to clear out so I can get a good view of what I've got in my inventory and decide whether I want to keep it, redonate it, or do something with it to get it back up in the listings, whether it would take new pictures, redo the item specifics, do the description or the title, do something. And because if I know it's going to sell, it's got to be something I did wrong when I first listed it. So I'll be going through those, but I will go through those later after I do the what sold, and we'll get right into that. So what I sold over the weekend, I sold 21 items. I sold 11 on eBay, 3 on Macari, and 7 on Poshmark. I had good sales. I tried to do 10 a day. Should have had 30 sales, but I'm happy with 21. What I'm happy about is I'm getting some old inventory out. They're not the highest priced items. They're very low because I'm trying to get them out of my inventory and trying not to lose money on them. So we'll get started on eBay with 11 items. First item, and as a reminder, all my items come from the Goodwill bins, estate sales, or garage sales. Well, that was hard to remember. And so most of my items, I try to keep my cost of goods very low. And at the Goodwill bins, the majority of them I can get between $1.25 to $1.80. Majority of the time. The rest of the time, I try to keep it under the $3 mark. And all my items are plus ship. I don't do free shipping. Well, Kevin does it on some of his items, but the majority of them have plus shipping. So first one is a 3M over-the-head earmuffs for noise protection. I sold that for $8.96 plus shipping. And if you look in my picture of the item, it'll have the custom label, SKU, and that is where I put when I listed the item. And as you can see, I listed this in January of this year, of 2024. And I will also put the location and where it's cross-posted. I haven't even had a chance to cross-post this or put a location because it sold that fast. And I was amazed that it did because it was just earmuffs. I thought that would take a couple of months to sell. And then they sold really fast. Next item is a Colombia quarter zip pullover sweater. Sold that for $13.45 plus shipping. It was listed back in 2022. I was very happy to get that out of here. I sent a lot of offers and did a lot of sales. Of course, I do sales every week, but I was happy to get that out. It's dragging my store down. Next item is a Nike Dry Fit running quarter zip pullover active top. Sold that for $20 plus shipping. That was listed back in June, and those items are starting to sell. So I'll start listing my spring and summer items in January. The items, I've been stockpiling all my spring and summer items over in another office since August. And so now I'm gonna start listing those, and I've been seeing a lot of sales for spring and summer items, which is strange because we're just starting to get into our winter months here in the Pacific Northwest. We went up to the mountain over the weekend and there was a lot of snow. It was blizzard conditions, wind and snow. Next item is a Max Expedition. It is a tactical pack. Shoulder sling bag outdoor, sold that for $30. This is an item I like to keep my eyes open for. It is a heavy duty, it almost looks military type. It's very heavy duty canvas. I just listed that. As you can see in the SKU, there is no location or cross posting. I listed it and it sold. I don't know, somebody must keep it in their watches because as soon as I listed it, I got offers and someone bought it right out. So I was very happy with that. And I wish I would have got more of them because there was a bin full of them, but we didn't get that bin. They just started grabbing them all. Next item is a Engage Encore pickleball paddle. Been selling a lot of these. Sold it for $75 plus shipping. Been getting a lot of lowball offers on pickleball paddles, but I think I had this for $89, but I had it on sale and I figured $5 more I will take it. Listed that back in November, but we've been listing them consistently. Next item is a pack safe security purse bag, small, organized. I really like these type of bags. The Travelon is another good brand that I like to find and sell. They sell pretty quickly for me. This one sold for $31.45, and I found this at an estate sale, and I only got it for like maybe $2.50. It was under $3. Listed that at the end of December, and it went fast. These type of purses go really fast. This was a crossover. It's nylon canvas or polyester canvas, and it does well because a lot of people like to take them when they travel or go hiking. Next item is a Mountain Hardwear long sleeve button-up shirt. I do well with Mountain Hardwear. I've been hearing other resellers say they have a hard time selling Mountain Hardwear, but I don't keep it very long. I sell a lot of it. Sold it for $24. Took that on an offer because I think I originally had that for $29.95. Took an offer plus shipping, listed that at the end of December, and it's gone. I'm happy with that sale. Next item is a Beyblade Tornado. It is a top system. $14.74 plus shipping. Listed that back in May. Yeah, and I had other ones, brand new Beyblade, the tops. Had a bunch of those, like 4 or 5 of them. I wouldn't say a bunch, but 4 or 5. Those sold right away. This is my last one, but it came in a stockpile that we had. We had like 3 bins full of new toys, action figures. We got a whole bin that we've just started getting into of Star Wars characters, and some of them are dated back to 1978. So that'll be great. So keep your eyes out on my eBay store, and you can check those out. But that, with all of that and the cost that we got on it, this was probably, you know, within the 10 cents, 15 cents, less than a quarter for this item. So I was happy with that. Next item is another Mountain Hardwear. This is a Gore Windstopper. I've sold this fleece hat, excuse me. I've sold this many times over. $22.45 for plus shipping. $22. Listed that, well, I just listed it, but I had a chance to put it in its location and cross-post it, but just listed it in January, so it sold really fast. That is another one, for some reason, that Polar Tech Gore Windstopper fleece hat by Mountain Hardwear sells fast, and it sells for good money. I believe I had that. Most of my items ended in 95, so this was probably listed for $24.95 and took that. I was very happy with that. Next item is the Disney Pixar. This is slipper boots for a toddler. Sold that for $11.66 plus shipping. That was originally $12.95. Took an offer. The majority of my items are going to be offers I've sent or offers I've received on all platforms. Very rarely do I sell anything outright. And I listed that at the end of December, and it sold quite fast. I was surprised. I don't know why I was surprised. I was just surprised I was going to sell so fast. And this item, I was surprised it didn't sell faster. We've done really well with rain boots, but this is Lone Cone rubber rain boots, fire department, kids, size 11. Sold them for $10. I don't know what I originally had on them at the time because we were selling a lot of them. We were selling them fast, but these would not sell. I guess kids don't like fire departments anymore. But sold that, listed that back in 2022, as you can see in the custom label SKU. So I was happy to get that out. These items that are old items that are weighing my store down, I'm hoping to get rid of. That's why it's important to go through your inventory at the end of the year or the beginning of the year to re-go through all your inventory. For one, to make sure that your items are all listed, because that has happened. I haven't had that I've only had that happen a couple of times, and it's usually my fault. And it's also to reevaluate your items, whether it be to get rid of them or to relist them, taking better pictures, better titles. Yeah, or just, making a decision on your inventory. So that's all that we sold on eBay. I was happy with those items, with the items that I sold. Like I said, some of them sold for lower prices, but it's getting those old items out without having to redonate it and not lose my money. Well, if I redonate it, I can always write some of it off, a portion of it off. Next up is Poshmark, and I sold 7 items. I was really happy with these items. These were items that had a little bit better money value. Sold them for more money. Burton, so the first item is Burton Stow Cargo Snowboarding Pants, women's small. These had sit for a while. I would assume because they're women's small, because Burton's I don't sit very long. Sold those for $25 plus shipping. And all the items on Poshmark are going to be discounted shipping. So I will have to pay $2.02 out of my profits because I have a VA that does it. And anytime an offer is sent, it is always sent, well, with Poshmark, their policy is to send an offer. You have to send it with a discounted shipping. So most of these items are going to be on discounted shipping, which is $2.02 out of my profit that I have to put towards the shipping. Somebody has to pay that, right? And that's sold for $25 plus shipping. Next item is Washington Huskies. Go Huskies. They are in the playoffs or the final with Michigan, from what I hear on social media. So that's good. 2 undefeated teams. But I sold a hoodie sweatshirt. It's an extra small. Holy Toledo. And that was shipped. But it was sold for $15 plus shipping by Champion. That's good. This next item is a Rosinal Ski Snowboard Boot Bag. It's a closed zip double handle. This was really nice. We found this just at the end of December, got it listed, and we knew it would go fast because we were in the ski season. That sold for $19 plus the discounted shipping. Next up is the Chicago Bears 47 brand knitted cuff beanie palm hat. That's really nice. I didn't have that for very long. I don't have the SKUs right in front of me on Poshmark, but that sold for $10 plus discounted shipping. Next up is a DC Extra Tech 5K Series hooded ski jacket, women's medium. That sold for $40 plus discounted shipping. Next up is a Eddie Bauer Travex EB 700 down puffer vest. This was really nice. I got this at the bins of all places. Things that you can find at the bins. It never amazes me. Always amazes me, I should say. It sold for $29 plus discounted shipping, but it was in excellent condition. Great blue, sky blue color. And it had enough, it's one of those lightweight. It's puffy, but it's not real puffy, especially with the down. So it was lightweight. I think it weighed under a pound for me to even ship it. Last item is the Super Mario Brothers Fleece Lounge Sleepwear. We pick up these novelty lounge pants every once in a while, especially if they're with a good thing like Super Mario Brothers. We've done Peanuts. We've done The Simpsons. Any of those commercial animated cartoons or game figures. Sold that for $15 plus discounted shipping. They always go well for us. Never have a problem selling those. Next up is Macari. Sold only 3 items, which, since Macari updated their shipping label so you can ship it on a 4x6 thermal printer, I'm like, I want to sell more of those because it's so much easier than in the past to have to do it because you couldn't do it on a thermal printer. Now we can. So let's see, we've got 3 items. Sold a Nike hoodie sweatshirt. This was a really nice, one of those always nice condition, nothing wrong with it. I almost kept it for myself. Sold that for $20 plus shipping. Nice thing about Macari is they have updated their shipping and included anything over 8, under 12 ounces. Goes to $5.99, which is a big difference when people are looking at saving money and shipping, because it used to be anything over 8 ounces was £1, and it went for higher than on eBay or any other site. It's like $7.99 or $7.67 for £1. So that's crazy, but they have updated it, so I've been getting some better sales. Next item Of course, this didn't. This went for $7.99, 2 pounds. The next item is a Nike golf hat, women's. I really like this hat. It's vented in the back. I wouldn't say it's mesh. It's not a trucker type hat, but it's a lightweight, almost for running, cycling type of hat, but it has Nike golf. Sold that for $15.95 with plus shipping. Again, plus shipping on there. Of course, that goes for $4.99. Next and last is Colombia Backpack travel bag. It went for $8.06, and I listed this low. I think I had it for $9.95, but I took a best offer because I actually got this and I missed a huge hole on the side pocket that's mesh. It was a big hole, but other than that, it was in real clean condition, but the hole was kind of big. So I went ahead and discounted it, and then I also took an offer on it. So they got a good deal on that bag, because everything other than that, and they could easily patch that up. They got a really nice backpack. So those are all the items that I sold. I was really happy with all the weekend sales. Like I said, I got some old items out, even though I got, less money for what I wanted for them. That's going to help me when I'm doing my inventory, because I get a lot of those items out. So I will show you how I do my inventory in just a second. All right, so I'm down in my garage, and this is where I keep all of my inventory. And I will turn the camera around so I can give you like a little tour of my inventory, of my store, as to say. And then I'll show you how I do a count of all the inventory per box. Over here is my shipping area that I do, and I have some supplies down there, my scale, my printer, and all the stuff I'll need up on a pegboard. Over here, of course, laundry. And then over here is all my shipping supplies that I may need when I'm doing those. But right here is what we're getting into. So this is all shoes. This is the back side of the shoe shelf. And then if I come over here, is the other side of the shoes. I have some more shoes up on the top shelf. And then down below are beanies, scarves, and gloves. And then I have some purses and some plushes. And then these right down here are all my shelves. I consider these shelves. So if I have items that are marked shelves in my SKU, this is where I'm looking. Anywhere that's on the shelf, I have space for. Over here is all my beanie hats, cycling hats, running hats, or any oddball hats. They're mostly hiking, but if I have some fedora hats, they'll go there. Over here is all my hard goods, which I don't do a whole lot of large hard goods. Most of them are small. These are packed pretty full, as you can see. Some more shelf items right here. I have this of plushes, and then all of these are my clothing items. And then down here, down on the bottom shelf are baseball hats, trucker hats, that type of, those types. Up here are shoes or boots, and I'm getting low on them, but those are my winter boots. And then here are the cookie jars that Kevin and I made a good buy on, but we're slowly getting them listed, just because we're not looking forward to shipping them. All right, so now we will head over to the computer, where I will show you how I do the inventory check. So here's all my listings. I have 1,053 listings. Pretty proud of that. So what I'll do is I'll go to the title, and then you'll go up here and push the custom SKU. And I always put contains. And we are working with box 007. That is for my shoes. My shoes, I try to do everything so I know where it's at. So all my shoes are custom SKU starting at 001, 002, all the way up to right now I'm at 019. And then I have beanies and scarves. My hard goods are labeled A1, B1, C1, all the way through the alphabet. And then my clothes are listed bin A through Z, and then it goes bin AA to AB to AC, all the way until I can go to infinity, till I go to ZZ. All right, so that way I know what where things are, kind of in categories. So on here I have my custom SKU 007 for the bin number. Press search, and it will give me all the items that are in box 007, which is right here. Bin 007 or box bin 007, showing my shoes. And what I'll do is I'll go through each shoe individually on here. I will pull them out of here to make sure that they're the correct shoes, which I've already done. So all of these items are exactly what's in 007. And right up here under the custom SKU, it's kind of squished, but right here you can see that I have the date, which is December of 2023. So I do the month and the year. And then right below that 007 is the location. And then below that is where it's cross-posted, Poshmark and Macari. And you'll see that on all of the items. And so when I go through, when I do have the count, making sure that the items are in their location, then I will go back and look at my oldest items. So I can see right here that the Space Jam slipper shoes, they were listed in 2022. That's a long time. And so those will be the ones that I'm going to be pulling and checking to see if maybe I need to take them out, take different pictures of them out of the box, or decide whether I want to redonate them. They are new. They are pretty cool. But do I want to redonate those? Do I want to take new pictures and slash the price to sell? And those are the decisions I need to make. And also in the decision making, you also want to look at the views and the watchers. So like this has 15 views, 1 watchers. Most of that's organic. So the watchers, I will keep tabs on. And if those don't change or are real low after 90 days, then I may consider ending the item and sell similar to get it back to the top, refresh it even more. But other than that, I'm really just looking at making sure that the items match the items that are in the bin that's marked in the SKU. Then I will make the decision whether I need to update the pictures, change the titles, if I need to end the item and sell similar to get it back to the top. And that's how I do inventory. So I will do each box or each bin of my clothing to make sure all the items are in there. And if there are items in these bins that are not listed or shown in the SKU, then I will set those items aside, take those upstairs, and relist them. Take the new, make a draft, take pictures, and get them back in my listings as soon as possible. So that's all I do for checking inventory. And that's very important. This will probably shouldn't take me too long. Although I've been pretty, I did boxes 1 through 6 already, and have already redonated 3 shoes and retaken, I think, let's see, 5, probably 6 pictures, pictures of shoes. Redid the pictures for 6 shoes and kind of messed around with the titles, but that's all I need to do. All right, so I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you some information of what to do when you're trying to do your inventory at the end of the year, the beginning of the year. I like to do mine at the beginning of the year. And I just spend, well, this may take, if I was to do it consistently, I could probably get it done in 3 or 4 days. But I'm going to go through it slowly, take my time. I'm in no hurry. I'm hoping to take at least a week to do this and to really clean out my inventory and clear out some items that weighing my store down, that aren't selling, that won't sell, that I have given it every chance I could give it, and take pictures of the items that I know will sell. It's just a matter of putting a better title and a better picture to the item. So I hope that helped you out. Hope that gave you some information and a good start, and good luck. See you next time.